willow forks. And here near to the area where I find some stuff from the Bromme period. That was over there. And now I'm on the field next to it. Freshly plowed, but also it has been freshly how do you call it? Someone put cow shit on it. So he fertilized it in a natural way, but I was already able to find the small spell. Really nothing in this bigger spell. Here's the bulbous, but there are no evidence for retouch. So moving on, and I will work this hill here, and then I go this way because there was the old creek running. All this green stuff is the former wet area, and these were the hunting grounds for the Bromme culture, where they hunt elk and Irish elk. I think that was a big red stake. So, moving on, when there's something, I come back. So now I find the first scraper. You can see the bulbous, and here you can see the negative from another spell that was taken off, and here you can see the scraper retouch. So it was touched like this, or head like this, and then it worked. It's also funny to see that they take these carve outs or retouch, and then that the finger better fits in. If you touch it like this, then you don't have this hard corner. Then you can put your finger inside and work like this. Nice. Keeper for the archaeologist. And also I'm now working with an, I wouldn't say special app, but with an app. It's a LOCUS app. I think it's normally for hiking, but some of the other Flint collecting people are working with this in this area, and they can choose the system in which you put your point of interest in this chart, and you can also share these points with the archaeologist. So now there was a knot in the tongue. So they can put directly in their system, and you also can take photos of the items and connect it to this point of interest. So it's a nice app. Then you can also see what plays where, and then you can also see where was the campsite, or is it just a piece of flint that lay somewhere when they were on a hunting trip, or so on and so on. Next, I move over to this field. On this other area there was nothing, only one scraper, and these two spans from the beginning. I'm moving on. On this field was nearly nothing. So I move on again on this field. Now I take this stretch over there, and then I go up on that hill and go the ways the tractor takes, so that I don't get any trouble with the farmer. So, you can also see the wild boars are here. I'm looking for something. Also me. Found these two pieces here. This one is just a spell. I can't see no clear evidence for workings. This one could have been a burren. Maybe this was a burren strike over here. And maybe, just maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe on this corner this is also workings, but I'm not sure. I just leave it in the field. I just make a few steps on the field and voila, spreads are coming, like this one. Over here is a bulbous. Also nothing special, I think. Take a look. No, just a spell. So my next move will be moving over there. So, see you. So I just found this big piece of flint. Here you can see it was taken off this way, but before they take off small blades or medium blades. This one I leave here. And I just found another decent scraper. Here's the working edge. You can see they work like this. Nice. Now I'm here on this ridge that goes over there and move. I have no idea how long. 1.5 kilometers, 1 mile should be. And on top of this ridge there are so many campsites. I hope I can find some evidence of human life. So up here I find the Bromme point, must be 12 to 11,000 years ago, should be. Also the flint that fits in this time. Part of an old horseshoe, should be. Not from the Stone Age, but already here there's a spell. Nothing special, just a spell. What is that? So nothing special. Over there you can see part of the lake. It was a very nice area for a campsite. Behind this wood there's a lake, there's the other lake where this wood row is growing. There's a connection between those two lakes, and over there behind this corner is the creek running. That drains lakes in the Baltic Sea. So in this corner area there was always human life. But I come back if I find something nice. But just spells. Nothing. So I'm one times to the other side. Also tractor rows, so that I can walk the nice spots. Something. I don't think so. Okay. And another spell. At first I take one blade off, or one spell. Here's the bulbous where they hit it. That is so. Moving on. Now I find something. It could be a Mesolithic. This direction, so I think it could be something. I take it with me and look at home. It looks promising. Mesolithic. It's a time between the hunting era and the Neolithic revolution. I think something between 7 and just let me lie. I have no idea. I think 8,000 years. 10,000 years BC. 8,000 years before Christ. Okay, moving on. And here I got a burned piece of flint. Has been worked. This dry came from this side, the negative, and then it just lays, I think, near or under the campfire. So it has been exposed to fire over a long time because it's white burned. So there are also no evidence for other graveheads from the Neolithic times because, as I formerly said, if you've got graveheads, then you've got a hell of a lot of white burned flint. And here is nearly nothing, just a few single pieces. So it must be an evidence for a campfire. Also, until now, one more piece. Because of that, it just turned grey and not completely white. Until now, there's nothing special, just some spats, maybe one scraper. This microblade pour. And again, after a few splats I find this one. Got a nice polished surface, so it has been exposed a long time to the elements, especially on this side. I have no clue, maybe this up here, these are retouched, maybe it's just by nature. I take it home with me and then I take a look, but it also looks that it got some retouch over here on this side. I think these retouch here is by nature, but maybe it was for cutting, a small cutting tool. We will see. Take it home and take a look. Also, there's not much time left. Over here is also again a nice bigger spell. As I said, this hill here is totally spoiled with spells. I also find over there, I find 2 broken hatchets, and a lot of old scrapers. So also something like Flint or Bromme, something like that. Especially I'm looking for this kind of stuff with this white patina, well aged. So, until next one. I don't know if you can see it, but when you take this highest point of the ridge, everywhere are lying bigger cobbles, bigger pieces of flintstone, and these were mainly the campsites. So I have to go through these crops. I hope the farmer don't kill me or he doesn't see me. Then I can take a closer look on these parts of the field. Finally I'm safe ground again. Take a look. If there's something I come back. You can also see this maybe it was for microblading, or I have no idea. But you can see it take a spell down here. This direction, they take off nearly the whole back part of it. Also take one off here, and then it takes off some here, or it tries to. Also a frost mark on this one here, but the surface of the flint is also interesting on this spot. The Bromme point I found recently, it looks not that old as the style promised. So it must have laid under perfect conditions in a sandy part or something like that, without chalk and without any acid in the bottom. So and other stuff, what is clearly Neolithic, that looks old or older than this Bromme point. So sometimes it's funny on the field. So that's the perfect example. On this side, well patinated, and on the other side it looks fresh. Maybe it's just fresh broken, so I have no idea, but sometimes you find pieces of flint, there you can see that it's clearly broken a long time ago, but on the one side it's white, patinated, and on the other side it looks nearly fresh, with just some parts that I think we call it Schneckenspuren. I think in English must be snail trail. So or snail trace, something like that. You know what I mean? Then you can just see some white lines running, and also even the specialist has no idea why it is like this. Perfect conditions sometimes. So moving on. Just wait for this one. Yes. Another spell. There you can see it. On this side begins to turn white, and this side nearly fresh. And it takes a long time. So it must have laid here with this side on top in a period where there was no vegetation. So that means that there are also no moles and earthworms that rotate the bottom. So again here, but no pool, just beds. Again, a point of interest for the ecologists, if they have something, they like positions. They don't like artifacts of stone because they have a hell lot of it, but they like the positions that they can should be, or it's just, here's the bonus. Striking platform. Nice piece of falsa flint, this bandit. So I make a point of interest. See you. So perfectly see what I mean. All over this place. They lay stones. And that must be a campsite or a working area. So, but my car is over there, and I'm on my way back to the car. Afterwards, I will do short exposition of the best finds I had the last time. What is this for today? So we can see. Okay. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye bye.